Yeah, you know what it is. Welcome to the best coast. Yo, it's Bronze Age nerd with that collecting elite. Bigby McFly steady bringing the vintage heat. Pull up a seat, we diving in the stacks. Silver to the bronze, got the knowledge on tap. From Kirby's Kings to the mutants, wow. We breaking it down in that laid-back style. So grab your snacks, let the panels unfold. This is comic book chillin' with the stories we told. Comic book vibes, we flipping them pages. Legends and lore from all the ages. Golden to the modern, we talk that news. With Bigby McFly and the nerd cut loose. Yo, you tune into that Bronze Age flow, where comics live and legends grow. Bigby McFly in the cut, let's fly. Best coast, baby, comics are what saved me. Big, yeah. Baby, comics are what saved me.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Christopher, aka the Bronze Age Nerd, and welcome into the show. I know I titled it the Christmas episode of Best Coast Comics Live here, but hey, happy holidays, whatever holidays you do celebrate. We're welcoming you all in. We are going to be joined shortly by my co-host, Bigby McFly, the comic guy. He had a little bit of a technical issue and had to restart his computer, so we'll hopefully be joined by him very soon. Before we get into the show, though, I do want to take a second to take care of a couple notes. The first of which is that we're streaming to several different channels right now. You might be watching us actually in a vertical format on either my channel, Bronze Age Nerd, or Bigby McFly's channel, or the traditional horizontal layout. If you're a new viewer to the show, welcome in. We'd love to see you here. And we're also streaming over on the EXP channel as well, on their Facebook page, on Instagram, Twitch, and over on their YouTube. All the links for those channels are in the description below if you want to go give them a follow. I'd appreciate that. Let's say hello to all of our jolly carolers that have joined us today. We got GT Key Comic with that gold medal and some excellent wintry emoji there. We appreciate that. We also have Shigeyuki Kikita hopping in. Tis the best of the season for the rest. Tis the best of the season for the best reason. Best Coast Comics. Love it. Love it. Welcome to the show. And we also have in our bronze medal position, which to me is the most important one, Psycho Phil 42, which reminds me of an important note I'm going to give you all here in a second. We also have Eddie Von B. What is up, Eddie? Thanks for being here. And we also have Hydra Asylum Comics, our ever faithful and awesome producer, Jay. And another channel I recommend going and giving a follow to is Hydra Asylum. They do a lot of great comic book content over there. You're just here until your Powerball numbers are pulled. Excellent. I thought maybe you were here to leave out milk and cookies for John McClane. Don't forget those cigarettes and some extra shells and shoes for him too. So it is just basically on the eve of Christmas Eve kind of. Yeah, we're getting there. What I wanted to update everybody about is some Heroes for news. A lot of the shipping has gone out. Not everything. In fact, probably some of you watching, there might be a few people here who didn't get their items shipped out. Those will be going out after the holiday. It's a busy time of year. I've been pushing to get so many packages out. I shipped out. The post office freaked out when I showed up today. It was pretty funny. And so a lot of stuff did go out. I know Comics Limited, our friend Travis, is also sending out a lot of stuff right now. Hey, appreciate that. What's up, Weirdos? Thank you so much. Yeah, so those charity packages were going out for Heroes to help our veterans with Mission 22. I know a lot of you waited patiently. A lot of that artwork and those kind of weird, bulky items were hard to ship out. I didn't get the packaging I was trying to get delivered to me, so I had to kind of jury-rig up some stuff to make that work. It was a little bit of a MacGyver situation, but we got through it. I had to make sure everything was protected. We're talking about shipping out original art by like Brett Booth and David Mack and Aaron Lopresti and all these great artists, Sean Chen. We wanted to arrive in good condition for everybody, so we made sure to do that. Hey, what's up, Skate Life Forever? How's it going? So yeah, we actually shipped out most of that stuff. If you're one of the, I think there's about 5 people left that are waiting for their stuff. I believe I reached out to all of you. So you should have a heads up on that. But if you're waiting for any of that stuff, just let me know. If you have any questions, concerns, hit me up. Hey, what's up? Up and Adam Comics. I can barely talk. I have to hit the sack, but you'll check it on the rewind. Hey, we appreciate that. I hope you have a happy holiday. If we don't get a chance to say hello to you before that. Yep, exactly. It really comes in handy. Just ask MacGyver or MacGruber, either one. Um, so again, Bigby will be joining us soon. He's kind of dealing with some technical issues. So one of the things that I will mention here as we're getting ready to start talking about the show is, since this is our Christmas episode, we're going to be a little more just like talk about the holidays, that kind of stuff. One of the things that we're going to talk about is like Christmas traditions. So if you have any cool Christmas traditions or something you want to share, let's hear about it in the chat. Angel Gutierrez asks, "What beard oil do you use?" I just switched over to a new one that I like. I'm going to go look up the name of it just for you. But I've been using, I can't remember the name of it right now. Let me just look because it'll be easier. It'll be easier just to get the right name for you. Great question. So I've been using Live Bearded. Live Bearded is the one that I've been using the last couple weeks. Pretty good stuff. It's all natural, good oils. And then before that, I was using Bahawat, Bahawat. It's a really cool logo. It's got a guy with a little Shriner's hat on it. I really like their stuff. I just wanted to kind of change it up. But yeah, I recommend it. Good shit. What is yeah, banned beard oil coming soon? Uh, there's been some talks. I do, if you look at the link below, I actually do have there's a beard grooming razor down there, electric razor trimmer that you have a discount code for. It's a really nice one. I use it to get the kind of the edges and the neckline and all that kind of stuff, and cheek line, all that, and I really like it. But yeah, if you're interested in that, I would get a small kickback on that, just full disclosure. Kilty Corgi, what is up? Thanks for being here. Again, we're talking about Christmas traditions, kind of see what everybody has to say about that. Eddie says our only concrete tradition is the tree and decorations go up the day after Thanksgiving. Other than that, nothing too exciting. I like that. Hey, thanks, Richard. The Brio, yeah. So yeah, there's a link for that down below, and I believe I have a code in there as well. I want to say it's bronze. But yeah, that's a good tradition. We are purists around here. No shame. I'm not going to Christmas tradition shame anybody or any holidays that you celebrate this winter season. If you put up your tree early, more power to you. I know some people are like, it's the thing that brings me joy. So they want to do that. I'm an after Thanksgiving person myself, but our family is. However, Thanksgiving was really late this year. So I think we actually waited even a few days after that. It felt too late. It felt way too late. Richard, you're doing awesome work down there. I appreciate that. And shout out to Richard. All the love in the world to Richard. Huge shout out to him. Awesome dude. Really helped out with Heroes for Heroes several years now and is going to continue to do so. I was just talking about that earlier today. Here's another awesome dude, Comic Tropes, another awesome channel that I recommend going to follow, by the way. Merry Christmas to you as well. Happy holidays to everybody out there. We're just kind of waiting for Bigby to get his computer restarted. And we were kind of talking about Christmas traditions, things out there that everybody likes to do. I'll go ahead and share a couple of mine. Here's one. Here's a super personal one. I'll share a super personal one. I'll get real on y'all. So when I was a kid, there was a little ornament. It was like a little, and I'll show you an example of one here, but just to describe it, it was a little ornament. It always had a little felt like a cloth stocking hat and a little bit of a live, I'm reading the chat while I'm talking. Great live show for Chris over there today. I highly recommend checking out his live shows. I try to hop in whenever I can. His Comic Tropes After Dark is highly recommended viewing. It was a little skier guy with wearing a Hawaiian shirt, and he's kind of like a little wooden figurine. And my grandparents always hung it on their tree. And they would say, like, that's your ornament on the tree. It's supposed to represent you. And so eventually my parents got one, and we'd always put up on the tree. Now, unfortunately, the little ornament loop thing finally broke, and I've got to put a new one in it. But this is the ornament that was mine, that was given to me. It's very similar to the ones that my grandparents had, very similar to the one my parents had on their tree. And I've hung it up on my tree. And so we have that tradition with this little ornament. Was supposed to be like miniature Christopher. And so what we did for my daughter is not quite exactly the same thing. She does have a little gnome that has her name on it. But we let her pick out an ornament every year that she gets to, whatever she wants. She gets to put on the tree. This year it was Barbie. She picked a Barbie ornament, very, very classy one. That's cool. No, no. The closest it gets around here, I guess, probably would have been probably stuffing a turkey, but I don't even do that anymore. I do the dressing on the side instead of the stuffing these days. No ER visits around here for those kinds of reasons. But yeah, that was a tradition we always did, and there's a couple other ones too. We always made homemade Irish cream once I got to drinking age, and my parents did it before I was at drinking age with my grandparents, who would always come over on Christmas Eve, and we do a Christmas Eve like fancy dinner until unfortunately they each passed away. And then we phased that out. But now I go over to my parents, and we kind of, in a way, do that same tradition. That's a big one. And then I'm curious how many people in the chat. This is a big Christmas tradition debate. How many people open their presents on Christmas Eve, and how many people open their presents on Christmas morning? It's interesting to see like how there's almost like a split on that. I feel like it's kind of not talked about as much, but I remember when I was a kid, that was a big deal. People were like, "Oh, I celebrate." We open all of our presents on Christmas Eve, and then we have all Christmas Day to play with them. We were always on Christmas Day. When I was a kid, I always was allowed to open one present on Christmas Eve, and it was usually like slippers or pajamas or a book maybe, or something that would be used that night, right? That's kind of usually how it worked. It was kind of maybe it was socks or whatever. Um, but yeah, so we do talk about news on the show. We do talk about comic books, promise. There's the big thing I want to show off is I did I was going to say a trade, but it wasn't really a trade. Bought some comics from Bigby, my co-host. And I want to show off some of that stuff, but I definitely want to wait for him to be around for that. But I went over and we kind of exchanged Christmas gifts and did that. It was a lot of fun. Hung out on Saturday. So I want to talk about that, but we will talk about comic stuff here while I wait for other Christmas traditions to roll in. Oh, another thing we make too. It's not like a fancy name. I've heard them called Buckeyes since then, but we always called them peanut butter balls. And it's just like confectioner sugar and crunchy peanut butter, and you mix it up, or powdered sugar, and you mix it up with some margarine, and then you melt chocolate and wrap them up in that, put them in the fridge. They're really good. That was another tradition we always did too. Some people sugar cookies, whatever it is. But while we're waiting for Bigby to join us, let's talk about some comic book news and see if any other traditions roll in. This is hot off the presses. I hadn't planned on talking about this at all, but I did see this. I got an alert on my feed on my phone, which is, it's kind of cool that some of it does come up with comic book stuff. So I just figured I'd go look this up real fast. There's going to be a Fantastic Four, like the MCU Fantastic Four, Pedro Pascal and everything. There's going to be a additional chapter of their story before Doomsday. And it's, I believe it's a prequel. I wanted to say it's a prequel, but it's called First Foes. And it's going to come from Dan Slott, who I had the pleasure of interviewing back at Washington State SummerCon. With let's see, this is cover artist Phil Noto, and we've got interior artist Mark Buckingham. This is taking center stage in their very first comic. It'll be written as if it was published by the Future Foundation, taking place before the events of the movie, but after the Fantastic Four have become the world famous heroes they are in the film that we watched. So, yeah, that's kind of what I thought. It's kind of a prequel, not the origin story, but it's kind of their first foes. I guess it's their encounter with some of the first big bads that they face. Obviously, in the film, it's Galactus. Spoilers, I know. But yeah, then they'll be back in Doomsday, which I think we mentioned this at the end of the show last week, but it's worth recapping. Might want to be careful out there because there are Doomsday leaked trailers, and I guess there's a Brand New Day, a Spider-Man Brand New Day leaked trailer out there as well. So watch out for that if you don't want to see spoilers or from a trailer. Low res versions of the trailer, which I know some people specifically went to go see, like Avatar, for example. I think plays an exclusive trailer. But first, before we're talking about any more of that kind of stuff, I think we really have to welcome in a very, very jolly guest. Everybody say hello to my faithful co-host, Bigby McFly. What's up, Bigby?
Holy no.
Love it.
Man, I love technical difficulties.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
Does everything
you're
look
much
normal
crispier
right
than you were
now? Nothing's
before.
backwards or anything?
No, yeah, you look there was it was weird. Right before the show, I joined into like our little lobby and my camera wasn't working. And I don't know why. I ended up just switching the USB port and it ended up working. But then Bigby is in there and he's like kind of in like low frame rate land, and I guess he was having an issue before that. So we got everything restarted,
and it flipped my camera and deleted all my settings and everything else. Oh, no. I don't know what the heck. Yeah. So
that's terrible. I'm sorry, man. Hey, what's the beauty of a live stream on the internet without some technical difficulties? We were talking about the leaked. We just talked about the Fantastic Four has a new comic book coming out for the MCU Fantastic Four. It's like a prequel, and then I was mentioning that there's those trailers for Doomsday, which is the next time they're going to appear. And then Hydra Sam here points out that you should be careful of AI trailers out there too. Yeah, and actually, YouTube just took action and deleted or banned or whatever a bunch of YouTube AI channels that do like those AI generated trailers that are clickbait. You know, was it Screen Direct or something like that is one of the big ones that does that a lot, and like they do really high quality thumbnails, so they convince a lot of people to click on them, and I'm sure they make a lot of money doing that. And I always get annoyed if I ever see somebody accidentally click on one, or, you know, you can tell it's not from the studio. It's not from an official source. It's like, wait a minute. And we were talking about Christmas traditions, by the way, Bigby. I don't know if you caught any of the show or whatever while you were waiting to
I didn't catch anything you're talking about. Sorry.
So I was trying to talk about Christmas traditions. So people have been sharing what some of their unique Christmas traditions are. And Eddie Von B says when he got married, they did Christmas Eve with their mom until she passed. Sorry to hear about that. And we did our home Christmas on Christmas morning. So now that mom's gone, we always do it Christmas morning before sunrise with a fire. That sounds amazing. Sounds awesome. Cool. Let's see what you got kicked out of your own live a couple times on Saturday. That's terrible. Wow. That's terrible. Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't care if they didn't try to position themselves as real trailers. But yeah, I know the number of times I've heard somebody's like, "Oh, the trailer's out for such and such." I was like, nah, no, it's not. That's pretty unfortunate. So yeah, totally putting you on the spot here, Bigby, because you weren't ready for this. But do you have any Christmas traditions that you make sure you do every year, kind of a thing?
No, we watch a bunch of different holiday movies every year.
Yeah,
but I mean,
that's a good one.
You know, we make sure the kids everybody basically gets to pick one movie. Not everybody has to watch it, but you know, you can pick your movie and sit and watch it so that everybody can join in. So,
what's like on the rotation? Like, what's the heavy rotation ones for you?
Well, my movie's usually Christmas Story, but we've got like Elf and, you know, Charlie Brown Christmas and, you know, Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
So
nice. Yeah, those are all pretty heavy in our rotation too. We just watched the Rudolph Red-Nosed Reindeer special today. I watched that with my daughter. Oh boy, we got some heat coming into the chat as Richard Westfall says, Die Hard is not an Xmas movie. For some reason, my brain read that as Die Hard is not an X-Men movie, and I was like, yeah, I agree with you. It's not an X-Men movie. I don't know why I read it that way. But oof, yeah. I have like a library of movies, like a digital library, and I have it saved under 3 categories that I go to. And there's like, you know, kind of the family Christmas or like the traditional Christmas stuff. Right. And then there's a category I called Christmas romance. It's basically like Hallmark movies and stuff like that. It's a lot of people like to watch that in my family, so I give them a chance to watch that. And then the third one I call it Christmas for grown-ups, and it's a lot of movies that are take place at Christmas time, lot of Shane Black movies, you know, The Nice Guys, and oh man, there's so many movies that take place at Christmas time. A lot of Shane Black movies for that matter. And like Violent Night, the David Harbour movie, that's on there, you know. What's the Stanley Kubrick, Eyes Wide Shut, that takes place at Christmas, but it's definitely not a family Christmas movie. Die Hard's also on that list for me, and it's like, yeah, it's a Christmas movie in that it takes place at a Christmas party, but it's not the main point of the movie. That's the way I look at it. So it's not like yeah, Christmas Vacation, where it's all about Christmas, you know, or Elf, you know, that kind of thing. So
right.
And yeah, Violent Night. Oh, they are doing a sequel.
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Interesting. But I was just going to say the one that I watched last night. I watched the Joel Kinnaman movie by John Woo, Silent Night, which I had just not seen. It's the movie that one, fully origin story Christmas vigilante kind of a movie, because it's a dad whose son gets shot by a stray bullet in a drive-by kind of thing, and then he gets shot chasing down the people that did it in the throat, and he can't talk, and so it's Silent Night, and that's at Christmas. He's wearing a Christmas sweater, the whole thing, and then the whole rest of the movie, except for the fact that he's trying to take revenge on the people that did it, Punisher style, on Christmas Eve the following year, none of it has to do with Christmas at all. I mean, there's a Christmas tree in the background, you know, that kind of stuff, but there's no Christmas. So that's one of those ones. Do we react to music suggestions? I don't know. Do you have a music suggestion that you'd like to throw us? I mean, we can't play music, unfortunately, because of copyright reasons. I wish, you know, that's one of the things I really wish we could do, is I wish we could just like play licensed music and you know, kind of like Spotify. You know, every click you give somebody on Spotify, the artist gets some money, Spotify gets some money. Great. I wish you could do that on YouTube. That'd be awesome. I watched one about a woman who was marrying a man who still believed in Santa Claus. There you go. And then has there been a classic Xmas movie since Elf? Well, I have one that's kind of in that similar vein that I think has become a classic for me, and that's The Holdovers. It's a Paul Giamatti movie.
I like that a lot.
Really good movie. It came out like, I want to say like 2 years ago. I think it's fantastic. And then, by the way, I should also say hello, Mr. Science Snake. I highlighted your message and forgot to say hello to you. Yeah, there you go. I think that's Shane Black as well, right? Iron Man 3. Yeah, it's a Christmas movie, but it's kind of in that same ballpark to me. It's a very much setting based Christmas movie for me. So Mr. Nope says, seeing family that I haven't seen in 10 years, girlfriend has never spent holidays with that side. I have her convinced there's an individual talent show every year. Is that mean? No, that's classic. That's great. So is she working on a talent right now, like for the talent show? Because you got to tell us more. Yeah. Celebrate Me Home, favorite Xmas song. Okay. I don't know that one, Richard. I'm gonna have to add that to my list. Yeah, Krampus. Those are the kind of ones that I'm talking about. I love that stuff. My daughter was so curious about Krampus today because I think she saw it like in the list of movies or whatever, and she's like, well, who's Krampus? Like, why is that a Christmas thing? And I had to kind of explain it to her, which is just, you know, she's 7, so she's
terrifying.
Like, huh, what? That's real.
Santa's evil brother. What?
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of quick. Lethal Weapon. There's another example of a movie that's kind of like that. Scrooged, Long Kiss Goodnight, Edward Scissorhands, Bad Santa, In Bruges, Krampus. You know, there's also a really good one that came out like about 10 years ago called Better Watch Out, which is I don't want to spoil it, but it's a very it all takes place right at Christmas themed. It's like a home invader movie. It's very interesting. It has a nice twist in it. Office Christmas Party. That's a good one.
Gremlins. There we go. That's a good one.
Gremlins. Yep. There you go. We got bare naked ladies coming up in here. Yep. Lethal Weapon. There we go. She's tuning her violin. That is diabolical. I love it. Yes, It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah, Fat Man. And what's funny is I turned on Fat Man not realizing that it was a Christmas movie. Whatever like cover I saw of it didn't look. It just looked like a Mel Gibson movie. Like, I think that was the first movie he made after he kind of came back from being, more or less canceled for his comments. And I watched it. It was just a strange movie. I did kind of enjoy it. And yeah, what is up, Bobby?
Was the first Knives Out? Did that one take place at Christmas?
Oh, interesting. I don't remember if it did or not.
It's a big family gathering.
Yeah,
Christmas.
I can picture that both ways. Oh, shout out to one of the prototypical modern slasher films. It's a great dark Christmas movie. It's called Black Christmas, which, by the way, same director as A Christmas Story. Crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
Trading Places. There's another good one.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. So one of the things I was going to talk about, Bigby, now that you're here in the show for real, is I mentioned that we got together this weekend, and we did some gift swapping, and we also I told him I was going to say like I did a trade with you, but I didn't. I just bought some books from you. Wasn't really a trade.
You traded that green stuff for books.
Yes, exactly. I lined Santa's pockets to spread cheer to all the children. Yeah, so I don't know if you wanted to share any of that kind of stuff or talk about that, but I had a lot of fun doing that, man.
Well, I have the gift that you gave me. It's right there behind me.
Sweet. It was a bookshelf.
Statue. What's that?
It's a bookshelf.
Yeah. Yes, it's a bookshelf. Notice the statue of Rogue up there, still in the box. But a very nice Savage Land Rogue. So
yeah,
sure.
That was something that definitely screamed. Bigby had relatively recently had mentioned that Rogue has become his favorite X-Men. And I would definitely keyed into that because she happens to be my second favorite X-Men, so she's way up there for me. And I was like, oh, so I kind of, was like, oh, I think I can do something with that. And then, oh man, where do I even have that saved? I was going to show an image of what you gave me, but I'll explain what it is. So it's not, some people out there know what this is. For Heroes, we did, Ben Taz did these awesome prints that were based on Dave Stevens' Planet Comics #1. And he did this amazing original art that I was lucky enough to pick up originally. And then he did these cool prints that were kind of variations that we got approved by Jennifer Stevens, who is the Rocketeer estate. She's Dave's sister, and she approved the designs for him and everything. And we did some limited prints for Heroes that been printed off. And I think I have it in here. Oh, no, I don't. So I have to show like a censored version of it, which is why I can't.
I gave him pictures that he can't show on the internet.
So here I finally found it. So the suspense will be over as soon as I get this set up the correct way. Oh, why did it open the non-censored version?
Did it open the naughty pictures?
So Ben did these awesome ones, and I'll just show this one real fast. And these are I think they're like 12 by 18 prints. And yeah, so here's what it is. And I added some black bars on there. But yeah, it was a numbered set of 5 signed by Ben. He did a great job on these. He actually used his wife and his wife's best friend as the models, and he used his motorcycle as the basis and everything. And so he did that one, and then he basically Bigby gave me the yellow version background. I won't dig up the picture because that'll just take extra time. But that was very generous.
It's Christmas, man. Don't censor it. Baby Jesus was naked.
I feel you, folks. I feel you. Good news is when I show off some comics, there'll be some stuff that I think is tasteful enough I can show it off, but it'll still be fun. But I really appreciate that because I have the original art that Ben did, and I have the kind of, it looks like Planet Comics #1, like it's the yellow background and everything. I have that version of the print, which is, you know, safe for display. But I didn't have the whole set, so I'm kind of working that way. And Bigby helped me out with that, so I appreciate it. And you still got to keep a couple of the ones for display.
Yeah,
too, right?
I won the last auction. I won one full set, and I was
Full
like,
set.
the naughty ones needed to go to your house, though.
No, that's cool. It has a special meaning to me because it literally is like, you know, for the charity we do, and
Yeah.
you know, that's cool to me. So, but I've got a bunch of comics here. Should I show those off now, you think?
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. Let's show some comics.
Let me see here. So first, I will say I'll pull out a couple, and I want to show off a couple. I have some Christmas covers. So that's the teaser. I'll pull those ones out, and I won't show those yet. And I picked up a bunch of stuff, but I'm only showing off, you know, kind of a select amount here, so people don't just go like, okay, yeah, you got a lot of comics. But I just kind of grabbed the cream of the crop, or the top ones, basically. So let me pull out the Christmas comics, and we'll show those off in a second because I actually had a couple of the recent pickups that qualify for that. And then I'll make it easier for people to see. Whoop, that's the wrong view. That's the right view. So in no real particular order, I mean, probably loosely alphabetical order. This was cool. I didn't know this existed. Frank Miller cover. It's from the infamous Frank Miller and Jim Lee All-Star Batman and Robin. I didn't realize that this variant existed. And if you know me, that's what I thought. Frank Miller, just Wonder Woman booty cover. This is just gratuitous, and I love it. I'm all about that cheese cake. Here's what I think it's fair to say you didn't even know you had it. This is from the Buffy the Last Vampire Slayer #1. This is the variant cover, but it was signed by the writer, and he actually dedicated the signature. Which, if you're a Buffy fan and you know, this is pretty funny. It's this is like kind of old man Xander, and it says, "Don't get too attached to Xander." Which, if you're familiar with what happened with the actor and stuff, that's pretty funny. And then I'll show that one last because that's kind of the big one.
Yeah, it was funny because like I buy those bulk books, and there were several signed books in there.
Yeah,
was going through. He's like, "Whoa, whoa!"
I love Buffy, so I thought that was great. So yeah, here's a couple of great classic Cherry issues.
Hey, Roscoe.
Hey, what's up, Roscoe? Cherry 11, which is the 3D issue. Nice high grade book there.
Underground goodness.
Yeah. And then another one that, yeah, I'm just going to show it. I don't care. Cherry 12. There you go, everybody. There's your Christmas present.
Cartoon booty.
Yeah. And then I'll move on quickly, but I'll show it. And then this is I would say like maybe the second biggest deal that I picked up, because this is a book I didn't expect to walk home with this year. So I really appreciate you for this one, Bigby. Nice book to get here. First appearance of Huntress.
Yeah, I like that cover a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really cool one. I'm really glad to have that. Thank you, man. Oh, there's the other Christmas cover I was looking for.
Jay says, and canceled.
And then, you know, what it wouldn't be Christmas without a little Son of Satan, right?
Little Satan. It's
So
Santa just mixed up.
Yeah. Some debate on what we should count as his first full appearance. You know, I was kind of looking at this a little bit. I thought, you know, after we talked about it, I thought this was it too. But I guess some people say 12 for Marvel Spotlight is the first one. I don't know. I still think this is an awesome one to have. And I've got a lot of that part of the run, so I'm excited to add that in. And then you also had Son of Satan #1. So,
which was crazy. The crazy thing is,
yeah, this
Son of Satan #1 was worth way more than the Marvel premiere. Is it Marvel Premiere?
Marvel Spotlight.
Marvel Spotlight. Yeah, the Marvel Spotlights that came before. I was like, why is that worth so much more?
I think the one exception was if you had like a crazy high grade Marvel Spotlight, it was worth more.
But
But yeah,
it was goofy though. We were like, wait a
it
minute,
was
why
weird.
is-
And then I have a lot of this part of the run of Thor too, the Simonson run on Thor, but I didn't have the first Throg.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's 365. And then the cover appearance, 366.
More Throg goodness.
And I didn't pull them because I didn't want to show too many comics for just like we could be here all night. But I did pick up like 3 30th anniversary Marvel variant covers, including the Thor one from you, and the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes one, and the Conan the Barbarian one too. So that was really cool. And then this was a couple, we kind of talked about this at the end of the whole deal. This one is cool to have. Don't get me wrong. The next one has a little bit more special value to me, though. This is the Emerald City Comic Con Walking Dead #1, signed by Tony Moore, which is awesome.
A little inscription there.
Yeah. And then this really, really, really blew me away because I went to this Wizard World convention in Portland where this Michael Golden cover was an exclusive, and I didn't get this comic book. And I found out from you, I didn't know the story on it. It was actually like they ran out, basically.
Yeah, they didn't have enough. They didn't order near enough, and so they were handing out rain checks to everybody. And so you got both versions, right? That one and the second one.
Yeah, I got the other one, the second printing, which I didn't pull that one because I just wanted to show one of them. That one has purple, this is kind of maroon, that has more of a purple text up for the title. But this one is signed by Michael Golden there by that shotgun, by Rick Shotgun, and then also by Tony Moore. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they mailed out to other people the rain check ones afterwards, which was funny because the second printing one was more expensive, wasn't it? Because it was
almost no one got it. It seems like.
Yeah.
Heather, how's it going? Hello, Heather. Walking Dead. I've actually kind of decided to go back and kind of finish up the series because I stopped watching it somewhere around like season 10, I think, or something like that. And I just decided I want to finish it. So I've kind of been going back and watching that. And yes, actually, Comic Tropes, I will be going to Emerald City Comic Con this year. Apparently, if this all works out, I think it will. I guess I'm going to be on a panel there. I'm going to be on a panel talking about how you got into comic books. So I'll have more details about that as I can announce them soon. But yeah, I think I will be going there.
Very cool.
So it's funny because I was there with Michael Golden, and I got some Rogue stuff signed, and I actually got that print of that cover because I didn't get the comic. I wanted the print, and a couple other things from him. And he was super nice, which, by the way, you hear kind of mixed stories. He's one of the guys you hear mixed stories about, in my opinion, about how nice he can be. And then also he charged I think because I got enough prints, he actually cut me a deal. I want to say it was like $5 or something like that for all the signatures on top of just what I paid for the prints.
It wasn't Avengers Annual 10 because he charges like $50 to sign that.
I don't think I had an Avengers Annual 10 then, but I mean that was also long enough ago. I don't know if that was still happening then. Maybe it was. But yeah, I've heard that since then too. But I have one more book to show off here that's non-Christmas related. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that, Chandler. That's awful. I hate. Yeah, I've done it a couple times. That's ridiculous. So I have a copy of this book, not this book, the book before this, Conan 23, that I picked up from a good friend not that long ago. But I really
running theme. You're going to have Conan Christmas every year.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Conan the Barbarian, which you gave me for Christmas last year, #1, and then Conan 24. The boy depends on who you ask, but some say first full.
First cover, at least.
First cover is what we kind of settled on for that one, because like you, I think we both kind of agree. We both agree it's 23, but a lot of people have historically valued 24 quite a bit more. So
yeah,
some really cool books, guys, and a lot of other
amazing. I love that cover.
Yeah. So thank you so much for working out the sale with me there, Bigby.
Thank you. It was cool. We worked it all out, and
yeah.
squared away some stuff from all the way back to Frankenstein that we had hanging. So
Yeah. Yep. And then I wanted to show off some Christmas covers. And some of these are ones I got from Bigby. In fact, I'll make it so the last 3 are ones I got from Bigby. This one was one of my pickups from Heroes for Heroes. We actually kind of went in on a Harley Quinn comic lot and split up some stuff. And this is one of the ones I wanted. That's issue 10 from the Rebirth run by Connor Palmiani. That's nice. That's a nice Christmas cover. Here we go. A closer look at that.
That's awesome.
That's a good one. Batman as Santa. I mean, that's classic, right?
Really good.
I won't give everybody a super close look at this one. I'll kind of hold it back a little bit because it's, it's tasteful. But this is Lady Death. This is, what did they call this one? The Mistletoe. Holidays #1. Mike DeBalfo, limited to 200. This is like number 143. But yeah,
and canceled.
There you go, Jay. There's our cancellation for real. And then I got 3 Christmas covers from our man Bigby. I'll show these first. Got DC Christmas with the Superheroes, #1 from 1988.
John Byrne cover.
Yeah, love that John Byrne cover. Just really cool there. I love
Batman is shaking the present, trying to figure out what's in it.
And Superman's got this
wrapped in lead.
Yep, that's great. I love that. And then #2, which I don't know who did. I can't quite read that. I don't know who did the cover for #2, but there's the one from the following year, and I'll give you guys a little.
It's a very it's not Bruce Timm, but it's very like animated looking, like the animated style.
And I think I don't know if it'll
yeah, there you go.
Focus. Okay. Oh, it's upside down. Let's see. Can you guys read that? I couldn't read it. Let me get the light right there.
It's other end. There we go, by the UPC code.
Let's see if it'll focus.
Down.
It's small.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't tell who that is, but Mosted? Mahsted, maybe? I'll have to. My even with glasses, I can't quite read that. That's pretty tiny. They did a great job though. Malstead. Oh, there we go. That was close.
I like that cover though. It's got a fun vibe to it.
Wait, did Macaulay Culkin really? Okay, this seems like classic comic tropes.
It seems like trope trolling. Bobby said that Vampy cover was naughty and nice.
Oh, okay. So I got some information from Jay on that one in the backstage area there. The penciler was Steven DiStefano, and the inker was Larry Malstead. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Nice, cool. Larry Malstead. And then thank you very much, Comic Tropes, for the slam dunk there on getting that one off the cuff. And this is perfect one to end on. The Lobo Paramilitary Christmas Special.
You're very naughty.
I mean, with all the Lobo coming to live action, Jason Momoa, that's perfect.
That's a great cover.
Yeah,
love it.
He did do a Vampy Winter Special. Wow. Yeah, I know, Richard. I know. I understand your reasoning for not liking Lobo, but I get it. You know I'm a cat lover. I get it. I watched Alf too, though. What can I say? Which does not hold up, by the way. It's him as an adult kissing Vampy in the Home Alone house, and she drank the blood of the dead of the wet bandits. Wow. Oh man, I gotta look that up real fast, see if we can show that. Vampire Winter Special. So yeah, very awesome stuff. Thank you very much, Bigby, for
my pleasure. It was fun to just hang out and talk while you digging through some comics, and just had a good time.
Yeah, that was the real treat.
Very grisly, and he's naked. Okay.
Now this is sounding less and less real. Well, there is a blood bag mystery variant, so that one does make me wonder. Here's the funny thing about it. So if you guys know anything about Nick Barucci, from Dynamite. That's exactly the kind of thing he would do. He would get Macaulay Culkin to like do a Vampirella cover. So it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, after all, he got Comic Tropes to do a Vampirella cover. Oh, what is this? Oh, I gotta talk about this just because my daughter's a huge fan of this, and I know a lot of people are too. It's not just me. Hey, what's up, Razor? How's it going?
Hey.
So again, I didn't pull news stories, but I'm curious about this. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Finally, this cover too. He says
finally. So there's a new superhero girls comic coming.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's neat. I know my daughter's gonna be super jazzed about that. She loves that stuff. It's an original graphic novel, DC Superhero Girls Reunion. It's going to come out in June of 2026. It's a 160-page paperback for $12.99. That is awesome. Those are really good. Like I've talked to, and this is by the way from Shay Fontana and Yancey Labatt. This is it's for the 10-year anniversary. That's cool. You know, we talked about this before a lot. This is one of those things where like she got into comic books because of stuff like that. You know, I kind of a little bit Calvin and Hobbes and those kinds of things. I can kind of show her that, and she kind of, you know, she kind of gets it. Things like that, and things like some of her, like, you know, there's a graphic novel series based on a book series called Wings of Fire about dragons that she really loves. That kind of stuff really helps. You know, now she's like, she's reading like Future Foundation comics that she just randomly found at Half Price Books, and you helped her get the rest of the series. It was just great. You know what? By the way, Comic Trips, I'm realizing I had a missed opportunity for what my remark should have been when you did that remark for me, when you did that signing for your Radiant Black issue. Should have opted for that. Missed opportunity. Hey, Razor's looking for a copy. It's a cool cover. I really like. It's a great, because he worked in literally, you know, his shtick of the comic tropes. He worked in as many tropes as he could into the comic cover. You know, homage. It's got a gorilla on it. Just a lot of stuff in there. It's really great. Kevin. Also fun stuff. I don't know if anybody is a Saturday Night Live fan. They're kind of hit or miss for me, but there was a really great, I think it was it Ariana Grande did the hosting, and they did a Home Alone R-rated kind of take on like what happens when the mom comes home and finds Kevin, and Ariana Grande plays Kevin. It's actually quite funny. Very violent, but it's funny. Way more violent. Like it's just a play on how violent the story is. Like what if there are real repercussions? So yeah, I don't know if there was any other big stories that we kind of missed out on. I didn't see a whole lot. You know, it's usually kind of a slower week for stuff coming out and that kind of stuff, for like FOC and everything. But yeah, I didn't see anything else. Let me double check. I'll double check the Discord and see if anybody posted any news stories that were worth sharing. And then we'll do community art after that. Unless anybody else wants to share any more Christmas traditions or any of those kinds of stuff. We always love to hear about that. Oh, they did cast Brainiac and James Gunn confirmed.
That is a news thing. That's true.
I'll open the Deadline article here and share that.
Definitely a news thing.
I forgot I actually was the one that shared that. I just totally forgot about it. You know, so this is from Deadline. James Gunn finds his Brainiac for Man of Tomorrow in Lars Eidinger. I'm not familiar, at least by name and face, with Lars. I was wondering if I was going to say like what else he's starred in. I'm sure Chad's going to tell me in about 5 seconds. Oh, here, Clouds of Sils Maria, and Personal Shopper, Jay Kelly and White Noise. I haven't seen any of that stuff. I guess that makes sense why I haven't heard of him. But he was nominated for European Actor. He was nominated last year for European Actor at the European Film Award. He was nominated for European Actor. That is a weird sentence. actor
So
of the year.
if I want to send you a news story, where do I send it in
Discord?
Discord? Yeah.
There is a nerd news channel that we use for that usually.
Okay, it's just a goofy one, but also
okay. I love. We're all primed and ready for a goofy one. We've been talking about such hard hitting stories as is Die Hard a Christmas movie? So that's fine.
There you go.
Yeah. What else was there? I feel like there was something else. What? I'm okay.
It was one that gave me some chuckles when I read it.
All right, let me share this. I just was briefly reading the headline. Here we go. In Turkey, a missing drunk man spent hours helping a search party look for himself. Interesting. I don't have it. There's no more. There's just a screenshot of that. So
I don't have the link.
Yeah,
sorry.
But that sounds like something that would happen in a oh gosh, what's his name? The guy who did like Shaun of the Dead and Baby Driver and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds like something that would happen in one of his movies.
Yeah.
Who are we looking for?
Yeah, they circled him. Here he is, and they're looking for him.
Yeah. It's a terrible search party. They were way too drunk. Hopefully there's nothing actually sad about that story that I'm missing there.
Sounds like a handsome fella.
He seemed like a good looking guy. Edgar Wright. Thank you. Oh, this is my first yacht of the show, everybody. It's officially the Christmas season. So there is an Archie Oni reboot coming out, apparently. Tropes knows his stuff. Let's see if I can find something about that.
Reboot and creators. Okay.
Scrolling my main news articles here just to see if they happen to pop up.
And then Thundercats and Silverhawks crossing over.
Oh, that's interesting.
And AMP Comics is doing a Greatest American Hero comic.
Here,
believe it or not.
Got a source for this now. Besides Mr. Tropes, who is, of course, a source. Of course. Not familiar with Comic Book Club. It was the first site that came up, and we'll give them a shot. They say Oni Press to publish new Archie comics. Comic Book Club news. Okay, blah, blah, blah. This is from Alex Zalbin over there. Okay, there we go. I was like, what was that? Where's the actual story? Okay, so we have a bi-monthly digest. Okay, we got Archie 1 by W. Maxwell Prince with art by Fabio Moon and Nick Cignetti. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Karina Bechko, art by Kano. I'm going to guess that's how you pronounce that. And then Archie in Hell, #1 by Patrick Horvath, art by Tyler Crook. That looks pretty cool. I'm glad we want some more Archie. Speaking of things,
they licensed the entire line, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there hasn't really been much coming out, so that's pretty awesome.
I didn't realize it had completely stopped. Like, I knew they were doing all the Archie horror stuff, so
yeah.
I didn't know that had come to a screeching halt.
And it's time for the 85th anniversary of Archie's first appearance.
Asylum caught my Believe It or Not. I'm walking on air.
Oh, nice. That's cool. I'm excited for that. That's good. Talk about a crazy amount of people that were getting into comics because of a story or a line there. So they're got some special guest creators here. John L. Goldwater, Bob Montana, Vic Bloom, stuff from Mark Waid, Fiona Staples, Tom King, Chip Zdarsky, and more. They're just talking about reprinting things that have already come out. Okay, that's cool.
It's like Montana. He's the Montana Betty cover.
Yeah.
The big one.
Yeah. That's neat. I like that. Thanks for sharing that, Tropes. Hey, what's up, Actual Dracula? Yeah, there you go.
Jay said, "Beneath the Trees" writer on an Archie book.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't really scan the other two sites too well. Let's see if there's anything else that is just popping out, and then we'll get to community art.
What was the other two things? Yeah, Jay said Jay said Thundercats and Silverhawks Crossing, and
yeah, that's cool.
Greatest American Hero coming out next year. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool.
Oh, wait, is Sabrina really coming to DCKO? That's cool.
Possible.
See, the problem with being such a good troll, Chris, is that now I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
Yeah. Come up with great ideas that they could be.
Zatanna
versus Sabrina. I can say that.
That's neat. Oh, you know what? It does seem familiar from that last batch of announcements. That is cool. Okay, let's go over to the community art section before we wrap up the show. I know you posted some stuff in there earlier today.
Yeah, throwing in stuff people are sending to me. So you guys can always do that, or you can put your own art in.
Absolutely.
The aforementioned site of Sighting.
The site. I will actually go ahead and pop an invite in for everybody because that's a good thing to do. So that's going to go into the chat. Free Discord server, lots of great news and information. You can share your community art. You can check out all the community art we're about to show or that we ever have shown. But first, before we show that community art, we've got a little thing to do to get out of the way here. Let's check it out.
Sent from you to us, it's art for all. At Best Coast Comics, we answer the call. Fans and creators, bold and smart. Join the line for comic
I'm always continually blown away by just the sheer awesomeness of some of the art that has been submitted to us.
Always. I mean, this week we got some more great stuff.
Absolutely. Including one of the great ones we saw in that little intro was done by Erwin Papa, and this one is done by Erwin Papa as well.
He said that was a commission?
Yeah, he said it was a commission. I got to close it to read the details of what he said. Ocean Avery commission. Cool. If that's a real character, existing character, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar, but it's still really cool art.
Looks like a wrestler.
Yeah, like I'm getting some luchador vibes in the background here. I don't know if that's supposed to be the tattoos. I don't think they match up, so I don't think it's the same character. Oh, maybe it is.
Maybe.
Oh no, that's a parrot, and that's a parrot. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the same character.
So he is a luchador kind of guy.
Yeah. At least that's what it looks like to me.
That's probably that must be his thing. Ocean guy, Ocean Master.
There we go. It is a real. Thank you very much. I know it's really annoying for people probably that I don't know anything about wrestling. It's a constant blind spot for me. Roscoe, holy cow.
Yo.
His mashups always get me.
Yeah.
That's great. Now that's a wrestler.
Abe Lincoln and Thor.
Abe Lincoln, God of Thunder. So to answer your question, Comic Tropes, so I'm sharing this on StreamYard. This is just like my window on Discord, it's my Chrome tab. And then if I click on the image like that, I get one more level of zoom in this. So that's how it's. I don't know. It's just kind of special in how it opens up the image in this.
He has magical powers.
That too. I'm actually an elf, believe it or not. Steve, is maybe taking the advice, or not the advice. Really,
I think he's taking your advice. Like he's been sending a lot of animated characters. That's great. That hands on that Yogi are great too.
Dude, it's awesome. It's awesome. Hey, I'm smarter than the average bear. There we go. Dude, I love it, Steve. You killed it, man.
Good job, Steve.
You're doing great, dude. Keep it up.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I love it. Holy shit. That is great too.
Yeah.
Aaron, loving it, dude. Hopefully kind of formerly known as Norin Rad, still kind of known as Norin Rad. But yeah, Aaron, dude. That is awesome, Harley Quinn right there. Good job.
Yeah.
Oh, Rad Art and Comics is what he goes by these days. That's cool. Oh, yeah, you shared this. This is awesome. So I'll let you tell the story on this one, man.
Yeah. So Elliot Wright, we show a lot of his art, and we became friends way before he started showing art. And he said, "Hey, man, I want to do a commission piece for you. What would you like?" And so that's what we came up with, and he killed it.
Yes,
So that's
he was great.
just amazing.
It's was it Lost Boy Comics on Instagram? Is that what his IG is?
Yeah.
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 I just
look up Elliot Wright, yeah, and you'll find him or Lost Boy Comics. Yeah.
he did a commission for Heroes for Heroes that we just we're starting the process of fulfilling that. So I got him in touch with the person that won that, and I cannot wait to see what Elliot does. I always love his stuff. Hey, what's up, Igor? How you doing?
Hey, Igor.
Comics Limited bringing in, yeah, okay. So this is a little bit more detail on this piece we saw last week, right?
Yeah, we got the sidekick in there, and getting some more in that. So we're doing our Sunday art show, and yeah, it was really cool. We were joined by former Marvel bullpen guy, Dorian. What, I can't remember his last name. Dorian Senior. I'm sorry. I'll get his name.
Okay.
But yeah, it was really fun. He had some great advice for everybody, and it was amazing.
Nice.
And like, I didn't realize how much stuff he had like worked on. He's a guy that's like very behind the scenes, I guess. He did a lot of inking and a lot of work, and had some amazing stories. So,
ooh, we got a couple fresh submissions here. This one's from Comic Tropes. Dude, love it. I always love Comic Tropes art. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention it too. Also, great job, Travis, Comics Limited.
Yes.
It's coming along nicely. This is great, dude.
Guy Dorian is the guy's name. Guy Dorian Senior.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Hey, shout out to Skeletora. I'll get to your comment in 1 second. Once we get done checking out this art here.
That is sweet. Good job,
awesome.
Tropes.
I've always loved like black, white, and red. It's always such a good combination. It looks like this is still some extra color maybe on it, but
that's really cool. Yeah, I love the texturing on the building and stuff too. That's really cool.
That's good. And then, oh my gosh, this is gonna be great. Oh, very good job, deck of the Yauta, man.
Yeah,
and I'll kind of show that a little bit better there. That's really good. Wow, nice. You're making, dude. This is gonna be awesome. Are those commissions or just cause Comic Tropes? What is up? Hey, how's it going? Awesome Sauce Radio. Friend of the channel there. We love Awesome Sauce. Is that a Homer Simpson Stonecutter logo on the hill? It looks like maybe I'm mistaken, but it looks, it's just a gem, I believe, just the reflection on it. I just want to make sure that isn't a design, but oh yeah, you guys can't see it anymore. Sorry about that.
That's his high school yearbook picture.
That's funny. Yeah, that's great.
The girl is the commission. The predator is for fun. That's cool.
That's really good work.
Beautiful pieces, buddy. Good job.
Skeletor says, in a zombie apocalypse, you have to watch out for BMW drivers. You never know when they are turning. I like it. It's a good. Good
I get it.
Yeah, I like that. So some awesome community art. By the way, all you have to do if you want to share your community art, if you're watching this live, you're watching on the rewind, kind of like Comic Tropes just did. We've shared his artwork before. There's some of it in that intro clip we played. Actually, I think his Godzilla's in there at least. But if you want to share your artwork, all you have to do is go to that link I posted up above to my Discord server, and there's a community art submissions channel. You're more than welcome to go in there and post. We'd love to see your artwork. Doesn't matter if you're somebody who just started drawing last week, or you've been drawing your whole life and you think you can't do better than stick figures. I don't care what it is. We want to see it. Trust me, my art's not super accomplished. Don't get intimidated by the fact you do see some pros and some people who have published work and stuff posting in here. We want to see all of it, and it's a zero judgment zone. And we love to see your progress too, especially if you keep drawing, and how well you do over time is one of our best things we can do. Best food on Christmas: pizza or cheeseburgers? Boy, that's funny. I know a guy, not personally, but there's a podcaster. I know a guy who does. He goes to Jack in the Box every Thanksgiving. It's like a weird tradition for him. They do a Thanksgiving dinner at home. He goes to Jack in the Box.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of, it's one of those things. I think it happened.
Oh, see, Psycho Phil has it there. Cheeseburger pizza.
That's not a bad compromise. I would say pizza, but it has to be Hawaiian. Got to get that pineapple on there. It was some ham, because that ham and pineapple feels like a Christmas food to me.
Drac is plugging a art show.
Yeah, I was just gonna highlight that. Shout out to Actual Dracula. I know he's been here a little bit. Speaking of community art, got to plug the long-awaited return of the best drawing game show on YouTube, Lame or Frame. It's back tomorrow night on Rod the Rican's channel. That's cool. Are you going to be drawn on there tomorrow, Dracula? Steak. I love that. Yeah,
in Japan's the one where they have KFC is the one that they have the massive.
They got like pre-order in advance.
Yeah, for Christmas.
I don't know if it's exactly the same as like what we would have here at a KFC. I want to say it's a little different, but maybe I'm wrong. Hey, Kitty Cat Logan, what is up? Looks like Kitty Cat Logan would probably have hot dogs, is my guess. Yeah, this is actually like a weird kind of bug that we have going on. So it's Skeletor Raw. Okay. I thought it was Skeletora, which kind of makes sense. But Skeletor Raw does make even more sense. Yeah, you're kind of combining the two villains there. I like that. Yeah. So my favorite meal at Xmas, I'll answer first, is it's actually there was in Portland, which is somewhat local to us, kind of. There's a classic German restaurant called the Rhinelander that we went to for a family thing where a bunch of family got together and we all had chicken schnitzel there. It was around Christmas time, and like the following year, my mom made homemade chicken schnitzel. And so chicken schnitzel or like Jaeger schnitzel, that kind of stuff has kind of become like we don't have it every year, but it's kind of a Christmas favorite. How about you? Do you got a favorite Christmas dish?
We're pretty traditional, with the ham and turkey. But I think this year we're doing something different. I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't the usual.
I got you.
For that, she's like, I don't want to do ham and I don't want to do turkey. It's like, all right, whatever you want to do.
Psycho Phil does the Chinese on Christmas Day. That's cool. It's a Christmas story right there, right?
Right.
That's cool. Lasagna. There you go. I like it. What is up, Melanie Parsons? How you doing? Thanks for being part of the show. And what's up, Lim? How you doing? Okay, so you'll be on, and Roscoe will be co-hosting the show. That's really cool.
That's awesome.
That's great. Two of the best. In fact, some people would say that they're even competitors at certain times. Two of the best community artists for sure, hands down. Love you guys.
Absolutely.
Same chicken, and then have a cake as part of it too.
There we go.
Chat was moving while I was reading stuff, and I did not realize there was as many comments. Let me try to get through these. Takeaway food on Christmas, it's Chinese. There you go. Yeah, totally, for sure. That makes sense. What cast? The Rest in the Wind. Happy holidays. Everyone have a blessed week and a blessed holiday season. Love you guys. Going to sleep now. Hey, have a good, happy holiday and Christmas. Adam, we appreciate it. Krampus sausage. Sounds delicious. Sounds like haggis. I'm going to guess it's very similar. Eggnog with rum, or, just leave out the eggnog. There you go. I talked to her earlier about her Heroes for Heroes stuff. It's been a while.
Super busy with stuff.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say it's been a little while for her and a couple of our other regulars. Hey, tis the time of year that people have got stuff going on for sure.
Yeah.
Chef Boyardee spaghetti and meatballs. That my daughter would absolutely love that. She's obsessed with that spaghetti and meatballs from the Chef Boyardee. Don't know why.
Favorite movie is Breakfast Club. Okay.
Nice. There you
Cool.
go.
There you go.
There you go.
I love that movie.
There's usually too much eggnog in my brandy. I'm the weirdo who likes just regular eggnog, just like by itself. I love it.
That's part of my contribution to our family's Christmas meal this year. That's what you need to bring eggnog. So I had to go buy a couple containers of eggnog today.
I remember last year I could not find it anywhere around here. Like it was just impossible. So I was happy I found some this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I want to make sure Bigby, I know you came in a little late, all that kind of stuff. Is there anything that you wanted to mention, talk about, or that we didn't get to or anything like that in the show? That
I want to say thank you to Coastal Carolina Comics for buying the piece of art for me this afternoon. So
nice.
that
Yeah, the
was
Black
cool.
Widow.
Everybody who bid on it, I want to say thank you. That was, Naman and who else? Mr. McGroovy, and there was one other person that bid right away. But anyway, yeah, all the people who bid, I really appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, he sniped it at the last minute with a $1 bid.
A $1 increase, right?
$1 increase.
Yeah.
So, yes, went for $76. So
hey, there you go, man. That was pretty cool. Make sure you guys, I posted about it before, talked about it before. I mean, make sure you go follow Bigby McFly on his Instagram page. You never know what's going to end up on there. Maybe some cool original art for sale or commissions, that kind of stuff.
yeah.
And then also, as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, you can follow the EXP, which we're streaming on that channel. You can follow Bigby McFly, myself, Bronze Age Nerd, all on YouTube or any other places that we're at. Links are in the description below for that kind of stuff. So make sure you go and subscribe up to those channels. We'd love to see you there. For those that were watching on the vertical stream, we did try that again this week because we noticed we got some new people coming in. Sometimes those people came in just to leave interesting comments. Sometimes those people came in to actually be part of the discussion. So I appreciate it. Let us know how you feel about that. Maybe we'll keep doing that as people keep coming in here. Like I see some people, like Skeletor was in there from the vertical. We had, Heather coming in there, a lot of other people. So we appreciate you being here.
Well, thank you for being here. And hopefully you come back next week.
Yeah. We may or may not. I think we wanted to kind of do like a year-end recap kind of thing. Whether or not it'll be comics, I mean, possibly the problem with both I guess, I don't know how you look at it. I know Bigby and I, we tend to collect older paper now more than read new stuff. It's kind of just been that way for me. Like I've been reading a lot of novels this year and not as many new comic books for my reading time.
Best pickups of the year.
Yeah, definitely something like that. I mean, I did read some stuff. I could probably put together a short list, but it's probably not as diverse or impressive as somebody like yourself who reads a ton of stuff. But if you do something like that, I will 100% be curious to see what you put on that list, Comic Tropes, because I feel like you got a pretty good finger on the pulse of what's coming out. As long as on a lot of other stuff too. Let's be honest.
We get Tropes and Jay together, and they can discuss all the new stuff they read.
Space mirrors, good or bad idea?
You get those aliens where they're primping and getting around here. Maybe distract them a little bit from invading.
Oh, nice. Right. So it sounds like they did a favorite comics on the Hangout on Saturday, and then Comic Tropes did it earlier today on. I'm guessing on Comic Tropes After Dark. So I will be checking that out on the Rewind. You guys should too. Great show. He does an awesome job. Especially talking about new stuff that comes out every week and the news, like kind of like we do, only more diverse range of stuff. So
I always recommend our friends of the show and their content highly. Yeah. Tropes and in Hydro Asylum, great channels. So
yeah. And Zach, I'm gonna go with a good idea if it's used for clean green solar energy. I don't know about anything else with the solar mirrors, so you'll have to educate me. Hit me up next time and we'll find out what solar mirrors, what's the deal. On that note, go ahead.
No, that's all.
Okay. I'll say on that note, I think we're going to leave everybody to it. From us to you, happy holidays, whatever winter, solstice style holidays you celebrate out there. Merry Christmas. We will be back next Monday, almost certainly, barring any kind of, illness or anything like that. So stay tuned for any kind of announcements. Probably do some year-end recap stuff and talk about what we're looking forward to in 2026 is my guess. And if you have any questions, comments, leave them in the comments down below, and we're happy to answer those questions or use them for inspiration for future show ideas, that kind of stuff. And I would love to hear from you. But we hope everybody has a happy, safe Christmas. If you don't catch us next week because you're too busy with holiday celebrations, have a happy, safe New Year. Stay safe out there. Don't drink and drive. Don't do anything too crazy. And remember, they're your family. And even if they don't get you exactly what you want this year, they tried their best. I'm sure they all tried their best. And we'll see you in the next one. Have a great holiday, everybody.